Hello guys, welcome to today's video. We'll be looking at what tuple unpacking is. Tuple unpacking. I know I've emphasized a little bit more on this tuple unpacking when we were talking about what tuples are in Python, but I think I feel the need to explain it or emphasize a little bit more on it, so for better clarity. So I'll begin by talking about what tuple is and how is tuple being used and what are the rules of tuple. Number one is, what is tuple? Tuple is a way we can store our data. It uses the open and close bracket. Why are tuple used? What's the advantage of tuple? Number one is is efficient and fast compared to that of list. It doesn't mean that list is not fast, but when handling a large amount of data, tuple tend to be a little bit faster. And disadvantage of tuple is that once you create a tuple, you can't change it. You can't change the words inside it, unlike list where you can remove or insert new word. But in case of tuple, you can't. Once you have written it down, you have written it down. So when I'm talking about tuple unpacking, we're going to travel back to one of my previous videos when we talked about variables. So I'm going to make use of that variable to explain it for it to be easy as possible. You agree with me that let's create a variable, give it Peter, for example. Okay, one of that, this is a variable and this is its value. Let me bring this guy down. Okay, I can say age, another variable. I can say age 20, for example. That this is a variable and this is the value. I'm creating a variable. I'm creating anything like this. That's how variables are normally being created and assigned a value to it. But there's another way, because you can see that this contains 2 lines of code, but I can make it to be only 1 line of code. But how do I do that? I'll make these 2 variables to come. I'll separate them with comma, and then I can take this 20 over here and separate it with comma. We know that age, which is the first guy here, which is going to be assigned Peter, and second one, which is the age, is going to be assigned 20. It's just basically simple understanding of how tuple unpack or unpacking works. So anytime I print name, sorry, it's taking a little bit of time. You can see I got Peter. See what I did here. Okay, let me go back. What I did earlier is similar. It's exactly the same to we did. I brought this age and I separated it with a comma. So this is basically what tuple unpacking is. And one issue I talked about in that video, how tuple can be represented. Tuple are presented with just let's say I create a variable s, and then open and close bracket. I can put my values inside it. This is how tuples are being represented. So I can see that here this guy and this guy are similar. I can perform similar operations on it. I can try to put the open bracket here and then close bracket. This is exactly what tuple unpacking is. You can see here, this name is for this Peter, and this age is for this 20, and this open and this close bracket is tuple, is where tuple can be represented. With this, if I run my script, I should still get the same Peter. To run age, example, I will get 20. So this is basically how tuple unpacking was. That another one I want us to look at. Let's say, for example, let's say I have 34 here, 98. Remember that it can be anything. You can put none on it. This is a non data type. I talked about it in one previous video, and this is a string. This is a number. let me give a float, say 1.5 for example. As you can see, this name goes for Peter, right? This age goes for 20. Then what about these other guys? What goes for them? One of that we can decide to create them. Let's say A, B, C. I think this is 1, 2, 3. Okay, let's make D. For example, one of that this A goes for this 34, B goes for the 98, C goes for the none, and then D is for the 1.5. Same time I print out each, you can see I got my 20. I just want to print out the none, which is C, to print out this guy. And then I run it. What do I get? I get now. But what if in case it's too much? Let's say the values inside there is quite much and I can't see all of them, but I only need this guy and this guy. That means I have to remove this other. They are not useful. But when I run this script, let me say I want to get my age. When I run this script, I'm going to get an error. You can see the error here, value error. Too many values to unpack as expected to. And what it means that since I'm able to unpack name to Peter, age to 20, what about this other guy? I need to also add a verb, just like creating an empty. No, it's just giving a value to an empty variable. For example, you know that example when we say age, for example, or we say it's 30, for example, just imagine what we just did here, just to remove the age and just write 30 here, which is not the proper way. For tuple unpacking, there's a way we can handle this by using what's called asterisk or times. For example, I want to really handle these two guys. I don't want to neglect this guy. I can just create a new variable. Let's say I call it others, for example. I want these others to handle these other values. So what I'll just put on these others, I'll just put asterisk on top of it. It is not much, it must be others, can be anything of your choice. So anytime I run this script, I won't get the same error. You can see I got 20. What happens when I try to get these others? Let's see what it gets. You can see automatically it turns it to a list. If you don't know what list I talked about it in my previous video, and it's a simple video. So I think you get used to it. So once you watch it, it'll be easy for you to understand. And see, it turned it to a list. These others, because of this asterisk in front, it tends to handle the menu one, starting from the 34, 98, none, and 1.5. Since Disney didn't take up on these guys because they are already being assigned a variable. So I think should be enough for this video. There's another thing that I need to add in this video. Please just make sure to let me know in the comment section. If you have any question, please also in the comment section. I'll definitely read and reply to you if possible. So thank you for watching. If you find this video helpful, don't forget to hit the subscribe button. So thank you for watching. See you in the next video.